Yeah, exciting one. Exciting one. We obviously are happy to come away with a win and to be battle tested in a 5 set match and to be able to come out on top at the end and find some grit and some resilience there was wonderful to see. Um, Indy's a great team, and I'm sure they're going to be coming back at us pretty hard on Thursday. So, yeah, excited for another rematch. Hopefully, it's another exciting one, and obviously, hopefully, another vibe win. So, it's a fun night.
Looking at the match tonight, it seems like the team really are learning to play well together. How do you feel about just the chemistry of the team right now?
Yeah, they definitely are, and I think it's a testament to how hard they're working in the gym every day. When you have athletes that come in and are dedicated to the grinds, they're dedicated to getting better, they're dedicated to their teammates getting better. That kind of chemistry is something that is going to naturally fall into place when you have athletes like that. And I have 16 athletes who come in every day and grind hard, and they want to work and they want to get better, and it's really refreshing to have that as a coach. So when you have that type of characteristics in your athletes, the chemistry will come because they're all bought into each other. They're all bought into the goals. They're all bought into the vision. So absolutely, the chemistry is starting to come together. It's nice to see.
That just said it looked like, and this is for any of you. Yeah. What was the mentality going into it? Because when you got started off, it looked like it was like we're taking this right now in there. So what was the mentality kind of going into that?
I think going we were 2-2 at that point then, so we knew that it was an even match, and we started doing like 5 point games. So we were like first to five, first to 10, first to 15. I think it gave us a little bit more aggression and fire. Like let's get to that small milestone first, and then work our way. But we knew that they were going to come at us, and they weren't going to give it to us because they've been in 5 set matches before. So we were like, let's be the aggressor. We're putting the foot on the gas from the very first point.
Coach, what was your game plan going into this game? Because the first half, the first set, you guys lost. It was a tough set. And then the second set, you guys came back, played hard. So what was your game plan?
Yeah, there's quite a few things in our game plan that we did really well tonight. I wanted us to be smart as attackers and work our entire toolbox and use range and attack with intention and how can we pick apart their defense. Um, and there's certain things against certain hitters that we had tactically that were part of the game plan, but serving tough in the end line and get them out of system was a big part of it. It's always a big part of our game plan. So there's things that we did really well and execute our game plan, and then there's times where we get a lead and then we let them creep back in. So that's a skill that we got to work on as a team. Is when we have the lead, we got to keep our foot on the gas and finish out strong and not let any teams back into sets that were up. So there was some, there's a couple things, some unforced errors there in the fourth, some off-speed stuff that at the end of the third, I think we let them get. So some of those free points we got to keep cleaning up, and some unforced errors we got to keep cleaning up. But for the most part, I thought they executed the game plan pretty well.
Where's the coach, your son? He's normally in here with you.
I know he would be in here terrorizing everyone. So I think he's out doing like laps on the court. So I don't know. Hopefully he falls asleep in the car on the way home.
So sorry.
How did you all feel about the crowd? It was kind of electrified.
I really liked it today. I think it was like a different vibe than it was the past games, and I loved it. Like you could really feel them, hear them, and it was really fun.
Enjoyed it. It was good. It reminded me of last year, so I want that to continue to happen. I know it's hard on Thursdays, but if you can't, we love that every game.
I know you're going to be traveling a lot. So, like, what's y'all's preparation to, when you're traveling, when you're on the plane, what y'all thinking? What y'all's mentality and, like, routine before y'all hit the court?
I mean, we try to keep it as the same home in a way as we can. So having practice kind of same like drills and things that we do in practice the day before games, day of games, but like just being locked in. I think that's a big thing. There's a lot of autonomy now. Like there's no one telling you, okay, you have to do this and this and this. It's if you want to win, if you want to be great, you're going to do it. So it's a lot of individual, but we do try to keep everything the same. So if we're home, we do these drills, we do these things. At this time away, we try to do the same thing too.
I would just say like even though we're traveling and like obviously like just sitting on the plane for a long time, it's tough. And then going to the gym after, but just knowing like once we start practice, really just work it out, and then after we can just relax, but just be conscious about reps, about everything, so that we have a good practice. They can go into the game confidently.
You've had a lot of different players step up this year in different roles. How well rounded do you feel this team is, and how do you feel about the next upcoming stretch of games?
I love how well rounded we are. I think it's, I could put any lineup out there and I feel confident that we have the ability to win. We have the personnel, we have the personalities to win. So it's nice. It also makes my job really, really hard in terms of who's going to be on the court and some really tough decisions when, yeah, I'd love to put every single one of them out there, but obviously there's rules. So, but yeah, it's nice to have that kind of depth, especially when we're going into, February's already been a gnarly month. And I think March is going to be, we're adding 2 matches. We're playing 9 matches in March. So it's going to be tough and it's going to be exhausting for these athletes. So to have that depth and to be able to look down the bench and be able to put any one of them in confidently is something that is really, really nice for me as a coach.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, one more question.
Yeah, question to Leah. You killed it today. You had 16 kills, your biggest amount of kills so far in the season, and you had 378 as an outside, so that's amazing. What was on your head? Were you thinking like, oh, let me get one more, let me get one more? Like, did you feel that vibe on the court? Like, what was your vibe?
Definitely. I definitely felt a lot of energy coming from all my teammates that helped me a lot. So just with every point, I was like, okay, let's do it again. And just keeping in mind what we talked about before, where to put the ball and just looking at what player I got in front of me and what would be a good solution in that type of situation. So
Awesome. Sweet. Thank you guys.